A Crucible of Class and Circumstance, exploring Catherine Cookson's The 15 Streets. Originally published in 1941 and later revised in 1986, The 15 Streets stands as a quintessential example of her work. More than just a romance, the novel offers a poignant and unflinching depiction of poverty, prejudice, and the enduring power of human connection within the tight-knit community of Tyneside in the early 20th century. Through the interwoven stories of its characters, The 15 Streets paints a vivid picture of a society struggling with economic hardship and the rigid social hierarchies that dictate their lives. The novel's title itself serves as geographical and social shorthand. These 15 streets represent a concentrated area of grinding poverty in South Shields, a shipbuilding town that is rife with unemployment and hardship. Within this limited space, Cookson crafts a microcosm of Edwardian England, where social mobility is a distant dream and survival often depends on loyalty, resilience, and sheer grit. The inhabitants of these streets are not just statistics, they are individuals with hopes, dreams, and complex relationships shaped by their environment. The narrative primarily revolves around the Sharples family, particularly John O'Brien, the eldest son, a man of exceptional intellect and innate kindness. John O'Brien, or Jack as he is known within the community, is a figure of moral strength and quiet determination. Born into poverty, he possesses a sharp mind and a strong sense of justice, often finding himself acting as a protector and mediator within the sometimes turbulent dynamics of the 15 Streets. He works tirelessly as a docker, enduring back-breaking labor to support his large family. However, his dedication to his family and his innate goodness often come at a personal cost, hindering his own ambitions and limiting his horizons. The central conflict of the novel arises when Jack falls in love with Mary Llewellyn, a young woman from a vastly different social stratum. Mary is a refined and educated woman, a teacher from a middle-class background. Their initial encounter is accidental, brought about by a chance encounter involving Mary's dog. Despite their differences, they are drawn to each other by an undeniable attraction. Mary is captivated by Jack's unassuming intelligence, his inherent decency, and his genuine concern for others. Jack, in turn, is drawn to Mary's grace, intelligence, and the glimpse she offers of a world beyond the confines of the 15 Streets. However, their burgeoning relationship faces formidable obstacles. The most obvious is the stark social chasm that separates them. Mary's family, unsurprisingly, disapproves of her association with a working-class docker. They see him as beneath her, a threat to her social standing and future prospects. This prejudice is not merely confined to Mary's family, it is ingrained within the societal fabric of the time. The rigid class system operates as a constant, invisible barrier, reinforcing the belief that individuals should stay within their designated social spheres. Adding to the complexity is the weight of Jack's responsibilities to his family. He is the bedrock of the Sharples household, financially supporting his parents, siblings, and even some extended family members. Leaving his family to pursue a relationship with Mary would be seen as a betrayal, a desertion of his duties. This internal conflict, the pull of love versus the weight of responsibility, forms a crucial element of Jack's character and fuels much of the narrative tension. Cookson masterfully portrays the harsh realities of life within the 15 Streets. Poverty is not romanticized, it is depicted in its raw and unrelenting form. We see families struggling to make ends meet, battling disease, and enduring the constant threat of unemployment. The descriptions of the cramped living conditions, the lack of sanitation, and the physical toll of hard labor are vividly rendered, creating a palpable sense of the daily struggles faced by the community. Furthermore, Cookson explores the pervasive alcoholism and domestic violence that plague families within the 15 Streets. These are not presented as isolated incidents, but rather as symptoms of a larger societal malaise, the despair and hopelessness that can fester in an environment of poverty and limited opportunity. While some characters succumb to these destructive patterns, others demonstrate resilience and strive to break the cycle of deprivation. Beyond the central romance, The 15 Streets features a rich tapestry of supporting characters, each contributing to the overall picture of life in the community. We meet Mary Ellen, Jack's sister, a spirited and independent young woman who dreams of a life beyond the 15 streets. Her aspirations and struggles mirror those of Jack, highlighting the limitations placed upon women in that era, particularly those from working-class backgrounds. We also encounter characters like Billy Moffat, a local bully and troublemaker, who embodies the darker aspects of the community. His actions serve as a stark contrast to Jack's inherent goodness, reminding us that even within a close-knit community, there are individuals who can be destructive and malevolent. Through these diverse characters, Cookson creates a nuanced and believable portrayal of human nature, showcasing both the best and worst aspects of humanity. The revised edition of the 1986 15 Streets allows for a potentially more nuanced and mature exploration of the themes present in the original 1941 novel. While the core story remains the same, Cookson may have revisited certain aspects of the narrative, perhaps offering greater depth to the characters' motivations or addressing sensitive topics with a more contemporary perspective. Unfortunately, without a direct comparison between the two versions, it is difficult to pinpoint the specific revisions made. However, it is safe to assume that the revised edition benefits from Cookson's decades of experience as a writer and her evolving understanding of social issues. Ultimately, The 15 Streets is a story about overcoming adversity and defying societal expectations. It explores the enduring power of love, loyalty, and the importance of human connection in the face of poverty and prejudice. While the novel is set in a specific historical context, its themes of class inequality, social injustice, and the struggle for personal fulfillment remain relevant to contemporary readers. However, it is important to acknowledge that Cookson's work, like much historical fiction, can be viewed through a modern lens with a critical eye. Some might argue that her portrayal of working-class characters occasionally borders on sentimentality or that her depiction of social mobility lacks nuance. Furthermore, her treatment of sensitive issues like alcoholism and domestic violence may not always align with contemporary understanding and awareness. Despite these potential criticisms, The 15 Streets remains a significant work of popular fiction, offering a valuable insight into the lives and experiences of working-class communities in early 20th century England. It is a testament to Cookson's ability to create compelling characters and weave captivating narratives that resonate with readers across generations. The novel's enduring appeal lies in its ability to transport readers to a different time and place, while simultaneously exploring universal themes of love, loss, and the human spirit's capacity for resilience. The 15 Streets is not merely a historical romance, it is a social document, a window into a world of hardship and hope, and a celebration of the enduring strength of the human spirit in the face of adversity. It remains a poignant and thought-provoking exploration of class, circumstance, and the enduring power of love within the tightly woven fabric of a community struggling to survive.